An anti-intellectual cripple. You don't want to start your mood.
Welcome to another special episode of The Relation Resolved with your boy MTK. You know what time it is. Something is about to be rebuilt. So I'm really disappointed. There's a guy on TikTok, guys. Okay, let me not spoil it for you. So the other day I posted a video on TikTok, trying to, shed light on March and March and how it's really progressed, how it's really helped South Africans. But there's this guy online who decided to choose violence and actually stitch my video, saying that I was a pseudo-intellectual, like I did not know what I was doing, I was talking straight out of my ass, that I did not want to be educated, wara, And I suspect, Mara anyway, I see collab. So, my brother, I'm gonna try and explain again. I feel like your processor, the processor that you're using is failing you, my brother. I feel like the system, the hardware and the software, they are not balancing, my brother. There are wires in your head that don't, But anyway, my brother, Much and Much has really done incredible work for South Africa. Hashtag reiterating. So, how Much and Much has helped South Africa is that it has actually woken us up, because at the end of the day, if you can look at the immigration that is happening in South Africa, is that we can't measure. We can't say, okay, we have this much, because we are not recording any of these occurrences. These people are walking in and nobody knows the number. You understand? And now it has come to light. People are complaining. People on the ground are the first ones that are going to realize the problem. When they came out and said that clinics were being overrun by illegals, I was nonchalant about that because I'm a Pan-Africanist. And they also came out and said that they did not, South African children could not find space in schools. I also was dismissive of that. But now it makes sense. Even the employment industry of South Africa has been infiltrated by illegal foreigners. And the thing is, my brother, it's not a matter of xenophobia. Don't hear me the wrong way. Don't take this the wrong way, my brother. It's not a matter of xenophobia. It's a matter of law and order. If people don't have permits and papers, they don't have permits, they don't have passports, they can run amok and do whatever they want. Because, yes, they are desperate. Everybody is desperate under the status quo. I'm talking whoever. We all have problems, right? So these people know that they are not known by the data, the statistics of South Africa. They are not known how many there are. They don't have their fingerprints don't mean anything. They are ghosts, so they can get away with that. As if that's not enough, now comes unemployment in South Africa, my brother. We have 60% unemployment. You understand? And in Mongotiabega, a lot of graduates cannot find work, whether it's mechanical, whether it's civil, whether it's electrical. They cannot find work because people from across the border have all these skills as well. We have never said that other Africans were stupid, no. But unfortunately, I think they're too smart and they only care about their own skin because they'll say, South Africans, you hate us. Why? What about white people? At the same time, they are the ones that are working for these white people. You understand? So these white people are cutting corners. They are cutting corners. If they can invest little in the labor force of this country, this means that they are going to save even more money and invest even more. Because you know what they've done as well, my brother. I know this is above your thinking capacity. Much and Much has done wonders for South Africa.
I just had to listen to you for 30 seconds and detect that you are talking hogwash. Let's start with Ubuntu. I won't even go to the other things you're talking about. Ubuntu is not a South African concept. South Africa was born in 1920. The concept of Ubuntu precedes 1920. So, by your standards and logic, you are talking hogwash, you are feeding the people shit, and you are talking straight out of your ass. What is your source of Ubuntu being a South African concept? What's your source? Who gave it to you? Which study? Who? You are an anti-intellectual cripple. You don't want to study your moor. You come here feed people propaganda. Your shit.
Also manipulated the rand. This means that if they have cheap labor and they have a weak currency, they can invest even further in this country and then export and sell overseas, make more money. They are making quadruple. They are making quadruple what they invested. And then when you're going to be here arguing semantics, telling me about Africa, telling me about South Africa in 1921, well, my brother, you know what? Fuck South Africa. You think I'm talking in terms of like feelings, trying to feel... No, it's not about that, my brother. I'm doing a service to the South African public. We have to bring these people to book, whether YT or across the border, because they are all just fucking foreigners in this land. We are the originators, you understand? And unfortunately, we actually are the ones that care about the liberation of Africa. We are the gateway. South Africa is the gateway into Africa. Without without the port in Durban, practically, it's crippled. It's crippled, my brother. They can't do anything. They need our trucks to go into Zimbabwe. They need our trucks to go into Botswana. They need us. And I'm not saying this to say we are better. No. I'm saying this. I had a friend who's from Zim. This guy, I was trying to, as a Pan-Africanist, You know what I've realized? Here comes a salad. I've realized that the police are incapable of helping us, The government is just useless. That's what I've realized. So I thought if everybody in Africa comes together, if we all come together and then do our own thing, a private state where we really eradicate poverty, because we know poverty is a construct. Poverty does not exist, my brother. I know you think you're an intellectual, you have like a brain capacity of whatever terabytes. You are inept. You don't even know what you're talking about. You don't have a clue what's going on in South Africa, my brother. We have a crisis here. Let me tell you. This is me repeating myself. 80% of the economy is controlled by 7% of the population. 80%. They control 80% of an economy that they can just manipulate the system. There are loopholes in the system. They can do it to actually evade tax. If they evade tax, this means that the other side, which is the public sector, that controls only 20%. If they can't get tax from the other side, this means that the public, the general public, 93% of us that depend on 20% of the economy. If we can't get tax from the other side, it means that we are going to face even more trouble. We are going to be even more exhausted, even more challenged, because we are not getting what is due to us. And it's not even what is due. It's a freaking crime against humanity. But what do we have to do? We have affirmative action. We have affirmative action, and it sucks that we can't actually just go to the polls and actually get an overwhelming majority so that we can change the stupid constitution, so that we can change all these freaking laws. You understand? Whether it's, I don't know, these freaking laws, whether it's the constitution or the other governing laws that actually regulates how we do our thing here in this country. So my brother, before you come for me, I don't know, go get a brain surgery or something. Go find yourself. Know thyself, my brother. Don't just come online just because you have clout. You have 25k followers there who are listening to you actually vomit and fucking fart with your mouth, because that's what you're doing. You're practically just fucking vomiting your BS, thinking that Western freaking mentality you have is actually intellectual. It's intellectualism. You are not an intellectual, my brother. You're fucking stupid. You can't even use your own discernment. You can't think for yourself. You just need these freaking systems that are fucking curated to actually make sure that you remain enslaved mentally. You are a mental slave more than anything. You can't get out of your own fucking head. You understand? Anyway, thank you. Thank you, my brother. Because now you're gonna learn. what it really means to be African, what it really means to be South African. I know you're catching smoke because maybe you are Venda or Tonga. You're catching smoke like, hey, Ubuntu. You know, you are going through like a cognitive something there. You're like, but if Ubuntu, then you're thinking I am Venda, I'm not Zulu. Yabo? We are Tipaisis, relax, my brother. We are diverse. We are diverse. You understand? So, my brother, I don't know if I did justice, but you know, a lot of you guys like to shift the goalpost. Anyway, don't forget to don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Tango!